Your fear of judgment as a healer will get better the moment you watch this. How do you delete the fear of judgment that keeps us healers hiding? What's the link between psychic hygiene and the fear of rejection? How can I become judgment proof so I can step into my soul purpose as a healer? Every healer I know, including myself, has struggled with the fear of judgment. But here's the truth. Judgment doesn't disappear by hiding. It dissolves when you learn to clear it at its root. I used to brace at every glance, every comment, every potential rejection, focusing on not the positive comments on my YouTube channel, but the one negative one, until I discovered the practice that has made me somewhat judgment-proof, psychic hygiene. What if your fear of judgment wasn't really about other people at all? What if it was about your own self-judgment looping back at you? In this video, you're going to learn the hidden link between self-judgment and external judgment, how psychic hygiene helps you clear your inner field so you can stop being triggered by others, and the first step to becoming judgment-proof as a healer. Hi there, I'm Aisha Love, founder of Multidimensional You, a metaphysician and multidimensional guide. For over 15 years, I've been helping thousands of healers around the world stop hiding, release their fear of judgment, and step into their true soul mission. You see, most healers think they need to heal more, learn more, do more before they're ready to step into their purpose. But that's not true. Today, I'm going to show you how psychic hygiene helps you delete your fear of judgment and makes you judgment proof so you can align with your soul purpose more playfully and joyfully. I've helped so many healers around the world just like you step into their true calling and embrace their gifts, step into more visibility and out of hiding. Let's dive in. So psychic hygiene is the way that we delete these judgment and fear loops. Our fear of judgment is simply a feedback loop between our own inner self-rejection and judgment of self and the outer world's projections and reactions. Psychic hygiene helps to disrupt that loop. Here's how it works. Many of us secretly believe we're either not enough or too much. That belief broadcasts outward, and this mirror dimension that we're in mirrors it back to us. Then you take that as evidence, as proof. See? I knew it. And this is the pernicious loop. It's like listening to the same scratch record on repeat, playing the same song over and over and over again. No matter what people are actually saying, all you feel and hear is, you're not wanted, you're not supported, you're too much, you're not enough, etc. Psychic hygiene interrupts that song. In fact, it's kind of like taking the record player and the needle off the record and getting to some true peace and quiet. Instead of having all of the inner critic voices going, there is a still point and rest. Daily clearing is like emptying your inbox. If not, everything piles up. Psychic hygiene helps us delete what doesn't belong to us, clear the residue so that we can move forward with much greater inner clarity about what we're actually here to do. And when we break this loop, we stop perseverating on comments or conversations, worrying about how we sounded or what others thought of us. The most beautiful part is that when you stop looping in fear, you stop broadcasting it, and then the mirror dimension stops reflecting it back. We stop magnetizing judgment and instead start magnetizing acceptance. In fact, we start magnetizing all of the people that we're meant to help here as healers. We clear the noise and distortion of our own wounding and fears, and we're available for what we actually came for. This is the work that we do inside Shadow Gold Alchemy. We find those fear loops, disable them, and stabilize your field so you no longer spend your life bracing or hiding out. If you're ready for that kind of freedom, the link to apply is below. So what happens when we become judgment proof? Once our inner judgment is cleared, everything shifts inside and, of course, outside. Inside, we feel much lighter. We're no longer waking up with a sense of heaviness or dread or bracing. We start feeling calm, steady, and neutral, grounded and solid in ourselves. We no longer get emotional hangovers after social events. We leave gatherings feeling intact, not drained, not carrying a whole bunch of other people's energy. I remember I used to avoid social gatherings like the plague. I would always feel every undertone, all the passive aggressive and what wasn't being said. I hadn't yet differentiated my own fear of judgment from everyone else's projection and their unresolved, unintegrated wounding. And then we can get down to the business of what I enjoy most, which is being honest and authentic in our shares. Before I did this work, if I shared something vulnerable, I would be bracing all day for criticism. But now I enjoy sharing vulnerably and authentically, and I enjoy receiving all of the gratitude in return. Once in a while, there might be a judgment, but it doesn't land because I've healed that judgment within myself and returned to unconditional love. This is the foundation of shadow alchemy, and it is profound liberating work. What else happens? Well, I don't know. Synchronicities multiply, opportunities begin to show up out of nowhere. Clients, allies, invitations begin to find you because you're no longer hiding out of a fear of judgment. You're open and willing to show up with your authentic truth and your amazing abilities that you came here to put into service. Relationships do shift. Some people drift away, but others rise to meet your authenticity. Either way, you stop contorting yourself in order to be loved and accepted. Creativity flows. When we're not bracing ourselves against judgment, we have more energy and power and focus to create and express and play. Our gifts can finally be put into service and joyfully in alignment with our soul plan. And here's my biggest motivation. When we do this inner alchemy and then we show up in visibility, our field, our emanation begins to shift reality fields. Our stability and authenticity ripple out, recoding the field around us, giving others permission to drop their masks too. This, my friends, is planetary service. Using our multidimensional templates, psychic hygiene, and the power of shadow work to completely revamp how we're showing up and relate to one another from a foundation of love, not fear. In Shadow Gold Alchemy, I personally mentor you through 5 months of this process. We help find your blind spots in your own self-rejection and judgment so you can stop hiding, stop bracing, and live your mission. If that resonates, the application link is below. So if you're ready to get a jump on your psychic hygiene, grab my free meditation, the daily grounding and clearing meditation. It's the perfect starting point to begin clearing your field every single day. You'll find the link in the description below. It's literally changed people's lives. I love you all.